Happy Wednesday to you, wrestling fans. This is our last day in Birmingham, Alabama for the WCW Halloween Havoc Tour. Josh with you.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from Minneapolis, Minnesota, weighing in at 225 pounds, the Enforcer, Arn Anderson.
The former world television champion makes his way to the ring before this sold-out crowd. Who will be his tag team partner in the Lethal Lottery? We're about to find out. Hope you had a great Sunday. Wasn't so great a day for the Cincinnati Bengals. They lost again to the Detroit Lions. A closer game than I expected. Perhaps the Bengals will get it turned around before it's too late. Anderson hoping to punch his ticket to the Battle Bowl as he finds out who his partner will be. In just a moment. And here he comes down the rampway, none other than Road Warrior Hawk.
And his partner from Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 304 pounds, Hawk.
That's an awesome duo. Hawk, a great tag team wrestlers. Same can be said for the Enforcer, Arn Anderson. Anderson also brings great single skills to the table. This should be a formidable duo here. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you to the new subscribers. Hopefully that trend continues as we post Monday through Saturday. "15 tag team matches coming your way. Many have already occurred. Go back and watch those if you missed them." And they're about to find out who their opponents are. It's Sting, the U.S. champion. A great singles and tag team wrestler in his own right.
First, from Venice Beach, California, weighing in at 251 pounds, the United States champion. This is Sting.
The roof nearly lifted off this place as Sting makes his way to the ring. Remember, managers are barred from ringside for the Lethal Lottery event. I was saying that Anderson and Hawk had a great chance of winning this, but now I don't know. Unless Sting doesn't have a very good partner. Sting has the fan support behind him. Who's coming down? It's Jake Roberts.
And his partner from Stone Mountain, Georgia, weighing in at 249 pounds, Jake the Snake Roberts.
The luck of the draw, dealing Sting and Jake a bad hand. They hate each other. How can they work together? They've had their differences in the past. And now they've got to work together as a tag team. So I think the favor swings toward Anderson and Hawk. They don't like each other either, but you see them standing side by side. They're going to work together. Can Sting trust Jake Roberts? Look out for Damien in that bag. The snake. What a matchup this should be. Anderson's going to start things off for his team. Sting for his. Sting and Jake Roberts they shared a look and a glance, and that was it. Collar and elbow tie-up. Sting backs Anderson into the corner. The fans chanting this U.S. champion's name. Will we get a clean break here? No, he won't. Anderson slapped him across the face. They lock up again. Anderson wrist lock. Trying to take down the U.S. champ. Reversal by Sting. Overhand wrist lock. Trying to drive Anderson down to the mat. Anderson, good reversal. Side headlock. Sting backs him into the ropes. Shoots him off. Both men collide. Good left jab there by the Enforcer, and they lock up again. Anderson backs Sting again into the corner. Referee Bill Scott warning the men to break. He's going to separate the two. Another cheap shot there by Anderson. A right hand right to the mouth. Another left. And the former TV champion taking it to Sting. Beautiful suplex. And a quick cover. Wraps up the leg. 1. I'm sure Sting would rather have Hawk as his partner. Anderson probably would rather have Jake Roberts. Beautiful suplex again. And another quick cover by the Enforcer. Holds him down for a 1 count only before the Stinger kicked out. Sting slips free. Leaping elbow drop there by the U.S. champ. He'll drag him toward the middle of the ring, now over to his corner. He's going to tag in Jake, I think, and yes, he does. Roberts accepts the tag, but again, the men do not utter a word. So they are at least working together. Good side slam there by Roberts. Roberts and Sting have a similar wrestling style. Roberts now has him up. Beautiful backbreaker. Roberts now measures him. Kick right to the face. And again, he stomps him. Picks him up. Whips him into the corner. Vicious clothesline. Sting jumped down from the apron. I don't know if Roberts was going for a tag or not. If he was, Sting was not there. Snapmare there by Roberts. Punch to the face. Sting is cheering on Roberts. Jake picks him up. Into the corner. Another thunderous clothesline, and again Sting moves out of the way. Roberts trying to force Anderson to cry uncle right here. Bill Scott checking in to see if he wants to submit. Anderson shouting no. He wiggles free. Went for a drop kick. Unorthodox move there by the Enforcer. Roberts just pedaled out of the way. Good move there by the Enforcer. Good left jab. Anderson has him up. Nice neck breaker by the Enforcer. And he needs a break. He's going to tag in Hawk. Hawk charging in. Vicious clothesline. Took the man's head off. Hawk now grabs Roberts. Kick to the midsection. Another swift kick. Short arm clothesline. Hawk fired up. Sting once tagged in. Roberts refuses to do so. And a beautiful suplex by Road Warrior Hawk. The winning team will advance to the Battle Bowl. The 30-man over-the-top Battle Royal. Cover here by Hawk. Has a leg hooked. A 1 count only. Hawk with the right hand. On the final day of the Lethal Lottery Tag Team matches, we'll show you a list of all the participants in the Battle Bowl. We'll have that for you also on a weekday after the Lethal Lottery Tag Team matches conclude. Cover here by Hawk. Leg hook, middle of the ring. Bill Scott slow to get into position. And Roberts easily kicked out. Hawk has him up. Pressing him high above his head. Gorilla press. Drops him face first to the mat. Hawk pounds the mat. And Roberts finally desperation tagged there. And Sting tagged in. Roundhouse right. The Stinger now leaping elbow drop. Takes down Hawk. Sting now measures him. Leg drop across the throat. Right hands from Sting. And the fans clearly behind Sting in this one. They are not cheering for Hawk. Perhaps they remember how Hawk manhandled referee Bill Scott over a month ago and got suspended. Sting now. Shoulder claw. Trying to wear down the big man. Sting now, the cover. Hooks the leg. Hawk. A 1 count only. Anderson was coming in the ring to help his partner. Good left jab there by the Enforcer. Sting fights back. Anderson leaves the ring, prompted by the warning from referee Bill Scott. Good block there by Hawk and a right forearm shot. That vicious clothesline took him to the mat. Hawk now measuring Sting, double axe handle. And now Hawk trying to force Sting to submit with the camel clutch. Roberts cheering on Sting. He wants in there. He's yelling at Sting to get out and make a tag. Instead, Sting goes to work on the leg. Good execution. Sting now raining down right hands on the kisser of Hawk. Look out for Anderson from behind. Went for a cheap shot. Sting moved out of the way. But this time, Anderson catches Sting. He's holding him. He's yelling at Hawk to slap him. He wants Hawk to deliver a cheap shot, and Hawk refused to do so. Anderson's furious. Hawk refusing to stoop to the Four Horsemen level of a cheap shot. Good backdrop there by Sting. Hawk was going for either the pile driver or the power bomb. A good backdrop. And now Sting going for the Scorpion Deathlock. A devastating move. Can he get him over? Yes, he can. Hawk is close to the ropes. Referee doesn't see it. Referee doesn't see it. He gave up. He gave up. Anderson's furious. Sting and Jake Roberts win. Anderson was yelling at the referee to check the arm of Hawk because it was draped over the bottom rope. That should have called for a break. Hawk realized he wasn't getting the break and he cried out the submission. And Sting wins. That Scorpion Deathlock. He has really mastered that move as of late, causing so many submissions. Wait a minute. Roberts and Anderson have turned on Sting and Hawk. I was looking at the monitor, wasn't aware what the fans were cheering at. Roberts going after Sting. He has turned on his partner. They just won. They've won the match. We're out of time. See you tomorrow.